Hello, Donald. This is John Genitazio here. I was just talking to you on Instagram. So this is a video I'm going to show you. So I did a little bit of research around the area, and it's quite interesting area, Orange County. So there's a lot of tips I can show you here to bring in some more leads. But without further ado, I'll get right into it. So there's three things that matter in getting yourself to the top of Google. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it. It's called SEO, but the way to get up there is by content, citations, and backlinks. I'll explain those as I go along. But anything on your website where related, like this, pictures and what they're saved as, is all content. So you actually have a pretty fair amount of content, which is good. And the reason why you have this amount of content is so that you can fit in buyer intent keywords such as Orange County auto detailing, which you have, and to provide value for the searcher on Google. So Google had a very big update in September this month, and what it did is it really booted out all the people who don't have a lot of valuable content on their website. So now is a good opportunity to get to the top of Google while all those old sites that have been up there forever will get booted out that don't have a lot of content. So now is a good opportunity to really sneak to the top of Google with having a baby website. Um, but yeah, if you ever notice why Wikipedia always shows up number one for almost anything non-service related, it is because it has so much content, thousands and thousands of words of content, and it's providing the most value for the searcher on Google. So Google matches it up. So that's why it shows up. And the second one is backlinks. So backlinks is a mention of your URL up here inside of other websites, inside of blog posts, guest posts, essentially your URL anywhere throughout the web. So what it does is it passes power from one website to another, and it passes trust along with that. So the more niche related the place you put it in, the higher up on Google you're gonna go. So the more niche related, the less you have to do because it's more how can I say it? What Google does is it reads on a website, and if it's reading, let's say you're inside a Pizza Hut. I'm not sure if there's Pizza Hut in your area, but it's a pizza place, and Google reads it, and it's talking about how to cook a pizza, or it's talking about pizza, and then it clicks on your link, and it goes to how to tint a car, or how to wash a car, blah blah blah, whatever. But they're not related, so Google can actually even spam you for doing that. So the more niche related your links are in, the less you have to do, and the higher up you're going to show up on Google for certain keywords. So you're actually doing pretty well with content. Google likes to see about 1,000 to 2,000 words. You always want to beat your competition. So if they have 1,000, beat them by 500. That's pretty much the rule of thumb. But yeah, with the new update, it's really important. So that's content, and then there's backlinks, and then now there's citations. So citations is a mention of your name, address, and phone number throughout directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Thumbtrack. Like these are all directories right here. There's over 1,000 or so out there, and what you need to do is you find the ones that your competitors are in. So I would do that, and what we do is we match them up, and then we beat them. So if they have, let's say, 60, I like to triple. I like to do 150. Or if you really want to be good, you go out and I do 360 at max. That's the most you ever would need, really. What that gonna what's sorry, what that's gonna do is um, it's more popularity on Google. Everything about Google is a popularity contest. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna show you up higher in Google. So I see you right here for Orange County, which is really good. So you are number one for that for Orange County. Um, so what you want to do is, so you're good for Orange County. So I'm going to move over to Huntington Beach. So your location is in this area. So it's very interesting that you're showing up for a county, but not a actual like city-ish, city town or whatever it is. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with the area down there. I'm over in Detroit, Michigan. Um, so if you come here, you're not even existent around here. So you're like way down here. I think I saw you. Where were you? Orange County. I saw you somewhere. There you are. You're way down here on the very bottom. Nobody goes there. So you're showing up for a county, which is good. You said you're bringing about 40 calls a week. But what we need to do now is add location pages onto your website. So you are ranking for Orange County, which is really good. So what you need to do is add a location page, which is essentially, so here's one of your competitors. If you come down here, click on locations, he is ranking for all these different locations he has throughout California. And what he's doing is bringing in leads from all those locations. So you're a mobile area, so you can do something like that. You can rank, you would add any service area you have that has search volume, and you add a page on Google. So this is a background of your website. So you're ranking currently, you're bringing about 130 people a month on your website, which makes about sense that you're bringing about 40 calls. So if my thing ever loads, Orange County auto detailing, it gets about 250 searches a month. You're #2 position for it, but you're not showing up for anything in your actual like city. So I looked up your city; it's about 200,000 population. So I mean, there's a lot of search volume for that too. But like this guy, where is he? Right here. So he's bringing 540 people a month. You're bringing in 130. So there's a big difference. And what he's doing, so he doesn't have a lot of content on his website. There's two ways. There's content, and then there's getting more backlinks. So he has content somewhere else on his website. It's not necessarily on his home page. He probably has a blog post somewhere. I'd have to find it. But you see the difference? He has 1,400 backlinks, and you have, let's see, you have 50. So that's the difference. So you can make up for the lack of content with the more backlinks. It's more expensive and it's harder. So that's why I always push for content, because it's really cheap to write content. It costs nothing. So yeah, I'm not sure why my reviews are not showing up. My computer's being a bitch right now, but they have reviews, 120. So yeah, so location pages. So I can go out and I can find every service area you have. So if I look here, there's Huntington Beach, there's Costa Mesa, however you say that. So there's a lot of cities, but you could essentially build a page for every single one of these areas, rank them, and bring in triple. So what you're bringing in now, for every location, you would be bringing in it. So at another location, you'll bring in another 40 calls, then another 40 calls. That's just me saying that. Like, it could be more than that. It could be less than that. But that's just uh, through organic ranking. Now I'm going to go to the Google Ads side. So again, I'm going to go back here again, show you. But so when you get up here, you want to get more reviews. 6 reviews is not, I mean, that's what most of your competitors have, but you want to blow them out of the water. Like, get 50, get 100. Your competitors over here have 120. So if you're going to try to rank for Huntington Beach, you got to get 120. So what Google, the reviews don't necessarily help the ranking, it helps your click-through rate. So no one's going to click you if you have 6 reviews and the other person has 120, if you know what I mean. So once you get up here, you want to ask the questions here. We ask questions that you get most common, and you answer them yourself. And then we constantly post pictures on here, which keeps you on the top of Google. So you want to be on top of Google for every single area. So essentially what we can do is build a Google business page like this for every single service area. So you're ranking for Orange County, but we would rank you for every single area. You can build multiple GMBs, or you could just rank one. It's a little bit harder, but it's much easier to just rank individual ones. But I can explain that a little later. But yeah, that's Google business pages and websites. Now I'm going to go over the Google Ads side. So I threw in Orange County and I did a couple searches, but like, look at this, car detailing, 2,400 searches a month. Competition is low. Average cost per click is about anywhere from $2 to $3. So yeah, look at this, auto window tinting. I've never seen such big search volume. I've never targeted California before. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. You could easily bring in 10, 15 calls a day with Google Ads. So, and the way to get to Google Ads is there's 3 things that matter. It's the ad copy, it's the quality score, and then the landing page. So you want to have a good landing page. So what we do is we would not target the Google Ads to your website. We would create something like this. This is a landing page I have. So I would change it to auto detailing instead of car tinting. And what it is it has no navigation, so all it does is go down to different parts of the website. And what this does is it's all buyer intent. Someone comes in, it's click the calls, it's form submits, it tells a little bit about them, their reviews, all click the calls, tells them what they do. What it does is the conversion rate is very, very high with a landing page. And what it does is you can write different landing pages for different services you have, and it increases the quality score on your Google ad, which in turn makes the cost per click and the conversion cheaper. So a lot of people, they'll just throw the Google ad to their website. They might get leads, but they're going to be like $30, $40 leads, which is stupid when you're only getting $200, $300 for a job. I'm not sure what you charge down there. I'm sure it's a lot more than here in California. But yeah, and then there's extensions. So these are extensions. So what an extension is when you search a Google ad, none of them are going to show up for me, but this is a preview of one. So you go to a site linking extension. It takes up a whole like top of Google, and then there's call out extensions, there's structure snippets, there's call outs, there's location. This is a huge one, location. So this is going to show up in the Google Map pack right here. Um, normally there's ads. If you click in here, this is an ad. So and this is an ad, and this is an ad. You would show up here with that Google ad extension. So a lot of companies, they don't run these extensions, and what it does is the click-through rate goes really high and you get a lot more leads. So you say you have a good process of selling, which is really good, which means you're going to get more sales. So you could bring anywhere from 5 to 10 leads a day with anywhere from a $50 to $100 a day budget. So yeah, there's a lot of things you can do out there. Most of my clients, I start with a $30 a day budget and I see how that works. And then what I do is increase the budget as the leads come in, and Google learns the process. So you increase the budget, you get more leads. So you stay at that comfort level of your ROI. So I mean, you spend money, you make money, you know? And then there's Facebook and Instagram ads. I'm not going to go into that. We can talk on a meeting about that later. But yeah, so that's how it essentially is. There's location pages you need to add to your website, Google Ads, and more GMBs. And between all those, you will bring in more leads than you can handle, especially since you're mobile. I'm not sure how many employees you have, but I mean, you're bringing in 40 leads a month. I mean, my client, just his GMB brought in 290 leads last month. Just his GMB. That wasn't his website. So, yeah, there is a lot of opportunity out there. Let me know what you think of this video, and we can hop on a call and we can talk more about it. But